Yeah, I don't know what you ended up having to do, but I saw that you first
Got it.
posted it. So I before I saw what it was, I saw you had just like posted a thing. So I was
Yep.
like, oh, it worked out after all. And then I saw like, oh no, it's like here's like a random 50 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
So
going. Look at that.
we're live, pal. We're live, pal. I think it's through. What's going on? It's episode what is it? 297 of the Nation of Conversation. I am your host, Ryan, and I'm here with one man, my co-host,
The best
Bill,
man.
Bill Cashin. How are you? The best man.
That's all you need.
You're like Miro, the best man. You're way better than those two.
Yeah.
That's for sure. That is for sure. What's going on?
Every day is exactly the same. I have no updates for you.
Every day is the same.
Like tomorrow's Groundhog Day, or I guess now, depending on when you're looking at this.
Right. Good
About
movie.
to be Groundhog's Day, and it may have been like the last 11 months have been one long day.
One Groundhog Day. I have a question about Groundhog Day. Do you like that movie?
I do like that movie.
Do you consider it a rom-com? Because I get busted on this all the time by my wife.
No,
She says Groundhog Day is a romantic comedy. It's not just a true comedy.
it's romantic for like 15 minutes at the end.
It's barely romantic at the very end.
Barely romantic.
Barely.
Even the first part of the movie where he's trying to win her over, he's not. It's not,
He's not
like
really
romantic.
trying.
Yeah.
He's just being a weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I say not a romantic comedy, but
I would agree that it is not a romantic comedy. It's a comedy with minimum romance in it.
that's what I say. It's a comedy that has romance in it. It's not a romantic comedy. Come on.
She is barely a part of it at like the stretches where they're explaining what's going on and showing what's happening.
Yeah, she's in it, but as like a background player until the end, right?
Yeah.
In the middle, I guess, because she rejects him at one point. But then he learns how to play piano and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
I vote not romantic comedy. But
I would say no.
last night was a Royal Rumble. This is the first WWE main product pay-per-view I watched since WrestleMania, I want to say. Like a big chunk of it.
My first main product one since last year's Royal Rumble. And I only watched the matches. I didn't watch the championship bouts or whatever.
I can't remember what was between them. If it was just the one match.
There was
just one match.
Goldberg had his match.
That was first.
KO. There was another match that might have been on the pre-show.
Carmella and Sasha.
That was on the show then, because wasn't there the women's tag match, I think?
And then there was a women's tag match.
I think that was the pre-show. Yeah.
It was, well, we made our picks, but nobody's here to talk about them. So
they shouldn't. We did very bad. The only one who got a boost was you because you decided to award yourself 5 points for no reason for picking a winner.
Wally agreed.
I know.
Wally second. I had a second. So, what do you want to do? Men's or women's first?
Doesn't matter.
Women's was first in the pecking order, I guess. They happened first. Mostly a good Rumble for the women.
Yeah.
There was one section of time where it was like the 24/7 thing was happening. And I was just like, I'm so tired of this stuff.
I actually didn't mind that because I thought it was kind of funny that Alicia Fox won it during the match.
Yeah, I guess.
But I think it would have been more fun to like let her stay in the match then and have people trying to pin her or eliminate her. And
yeah, they're
teasing it out.
Maybe that is better. Yeah, maybe that was a better option. But yeah, I was good. Most of it was good. I didn't. There was like all the cutting, like all the WWE. Like when I first turned it on, I'm like, oh god.
Yeah.
That Kevin Dunn make you want to puke, camera angles and all that. But the match was pretty good.
I didn't love Jillian coming back. That's a gimmick I never needed to see again. But it wasn't terrible. I mean, it was fine.
She was back for like a half second. Victoria, right? Was the other one?
Yeah.
The other legend that came back.
Who
good.
She clearly hasn't done this stuff in a while.
Yeah.
green's not the right word. Just out of practice, I guess.
Old.
Yeah, old. Like it was all at like 60% speed. I did enjoy because I hadn't seen this before. I did mostly enjoy Billy Kay trying to recruit a partner.
Yeah. Her resume, her 8, was she holding up her 8x10?
Yeah, with a
That's
resume
fine.
in the back of it.
Yeah. Good.
And then her brief reunion with Peyton Royce.
Right. We had a bunch of NXT women show up.
Well, that they kept saying like, "Oh, from NXT," and I want to be like, except for Victoria and Tori Wilson,
Right, Tori.
um,
Tori.
they're all NXT. Every one of these women is from NXT at some point. But
Oh, right. Yeah. But I mean, like current members of NXT. Tony was there. Shotzi was there. Rhea was there.
yep,
Am I missing anybody?
Shotzi was in and out before anybody.
Pretty fast.
There was I was surprised Candice LeRae didn't show up.
Right.
But yeah, they had
there's a bigger group of them, but
Shotzi. I guess Shotzi was in it before too, though. I think.
Shotzi wasn't in last year, was she?
Oh, I thought she was. Maybe not. But yeah, she was the one that was like, "Here's our new toy." But then also, she's the only one to get eliminated in the first like 15 minutes of the match.
Yeah. The other thing, Rhea came in and was like a big player in the match, which is good.
Yeah.
But also, like, they just kind of were like, Rhea's here. Like, is she here? Is she up? I assume she's a main roster person.
She keeps saying she's not. I mean, I know that's always what they say, but like, she's
not,
she's cutting promos to say she's staying in NXT. So
if she's not, then why is she up on the main roster, eliminating 7 people in the match? Like, good, but
because she's been losing a lot lately. I don't know.
I like the end where it was down to Rhea, Bianca, and Charlotte.
Yep.
And based on what happened last year in WrestleMania and what was the pay-per-view? The takeover after where Charlotte got beat by I guess Io was in that match. But Bianca wasn't involved with the you don't go here thing.
Right.
In NXT, right?
Yeah, she was because then it was either right before or right after she got called up. But
yeah. I think it was right after WrestleMania or something like that. But maybe right before, I can't remember. But they threw Charlotte out. That was good. And then Bianca won.
Yeah. A little bit surprising. But except for you. It was not surprising to you, but
yeah. Well, everybody was kind of bringing her up, and then they had like the Bianca appreciation video or whatever that came out a few weeks ago.
As soon as I turned it on and she was what started the show, I was like, oh boy. Well, all right, good for her.
She's gonna win.
Yep.
Yeah. So the prop bets we put in there for women were who's in first, Bayley and Naomi. So I believe Mike got a point for that.
That was 1 point for both Mike and Wally had Bayley.
Wow. Most eliminations was Rhea with 7. I believe Mike had that.
That would have been you that had that.
Oh, really? Oh,
yep.
Wow. Quickest eliminated. I don't think we got this. Carmella eliminated in 47 seconds.
We did not.
She was caught by her. What did Mike say? Sommelier? Is that what that guy is? Reggie?
That's what he said he was, which that doesn't make sense to me, but okay.
Well, Carmella has a wine. Like she has her own wine, so I guess that's why.
Oh, I guess that makes sense then. I did not know that.
Yeah, so she got eliminated, but she had the match earlier, so it makes a lot of sense that she did not really do anything in the Rumble.
It did make a lot of sense because he kind of just put her down. Like he caught her and then just placed her on the floor at one point. But
can he get super kicked? He got super kicked.
He was afraid he was gonna or something, and he put her down and backed away. But
29th was Nia.
Yep.
And lasting longest, the most anticlimactic, lasting the longest for these matches. Both winners lasted the longest.
Yep.
Because Bianca was in third and Edge was in first, so they both lasted the longest as well. One thing I botched. I forgot to do the time limit for the match, or like the amount of time.
Oh yeah,
I forgot about that. That's usually a fun thing that we forgot to do, but it was definitely over an hour for this one.
Yeah, Mike did get his 1 point there for having Bianca being the longest, but he did not have her winning.
Okay, and I had Bianca winning, so I got 5 bonus points for that. But Mike looking good so far.
Mike and Wally got 1, Mike got 2.
And I got, what, 4?
You got 6 total.
No, 6. Sorry.
Yep.
6. And how many did you get?
I didn't get any in the women's match.
0.
That's
Ouch. Right. Ouch. Do you have any thoughts on this one?
I was picking because I didn't realize we were counting it. Just to be clear, I had Carmelo, or I had Santino in both matches, if you recall.
You did. He did not show up.
No.
He did not show up. What did you think of this Rumble? You're the Rumble expert. What did you think of this one?
Of the men's?
The women's.
It was fun. It wasn't spectacular, but it was good. I enjoyed it. The end was very anticlimactic, except good for Bianca for them actually letting her beat the two biggest.
Yeah. They haven't done a fun finish to the Rumble in a long time. It's down to 2 people. They trade throwing each other out, and then one of them does it. It's not really there's not a lot they can do there, I guess. I don't know. But
overall, I thought it was enjoyable. Yeah.
Fine. Yeah. A sip of beer for the working man. All right. Royal Rumble men. The old man Rumble.
Yes. I did the math right after because I was shocked by how things went down. The average competitor age in the Royal Rumble was 38.9 years old.
Ooh, a lot of old guys.
2 people, 129 and 123, that were not yet 30 years old. Just 2.
Which also was surprising to me. Obviously, Dominic Mysterio is very young. Yep. But Otis is only 29?
Right. But everybody else, Mustafa Ali's in the mid-30s. There's no...
Ricochet.
He's 30, I think, exactly, or 30... No, he's older than that. Yeah, 32.
A lot of old dudes in there.
And then, they complain that they can't, there are no new stars. But then I like Edge enough. I used to like him a bunch more.
Yeah.
But if you have an already Hall of Famer who is your centerpiece moving towards WrestleMania, that's your own fault. You did that to you. Great. You want to keep him and Randy Orton going as a story? Cool. I'm sure that people like that. But that's a problem if your big star is a guy who was retired until a year ago.
There was obviously a lot more to what he was supposed to do this past year, and they just, because of pandemic and injury, it just didn't happen. So they're just restarting it looks like to me.
Yep.
Just going to start all over again with him. But we had, who were the randoms in this? Hurricane came in.
Kane came back to get another elimination.
Oh my God. Kane.
Yeah.
Not looking good. Kane not looking very good at all.
He's got a little bit of a pouch there.
He's got a
paunch, if you will.
Yeah, he's got something going on there.
Yeah.
Who else came back?
Christian was in it with Edge for a while.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that piece of business.
Yeah. And I like how they didn't do what everyone else did and always does, where they immediately turn on each other.
Right. Yes. They never turned on each other. I like when Christian came out and Edge realized, obviously.
Yeah.
Realized it was him, and they had the hug and stuff. That was good.
Yeah.
And then they beat up Matt Riddle, which is a confusing topic for me. It's a guy I really, really liked, and now I don't know what to think about Matt Riddle.
I still don't fully understand that whole story either.
I don't feel
it sounds like it's not good either way, but it could be bad or really bad.
It's bad all around. It's bad all around for him. But yeah, not great. What'd you think of AJ and his big dude? I totally didn't know this was happening.
Very confused because I haven't been watching. Who is this giant, and why is he so big?
He was in the Performance Center, wasn't he?
Oh, is it that guy?
He's that one basketball player that was 7'5".
Oh, I don't think he's ever wrestled. He's just always been in the background of pictures.
Right. That's
yes,
that dude.
Yes.
Pretty sure it's him.
Okay.
Almost or something like that.
Umas or almost, yeah.
Omos, something like that. The one like I like, I guess I like that pairing, but it's really obvious how tiny AJ is. When
Almost. OMOS.
okay, almost. When they come out walking out together and AJ is 4 foot tall and this dude's 7'5" or whatever he is, it makes
7'3",
AJ look tiny. Makes him look so small.
Well, yeah, it sure does.
Whereas normally if he's like in a ring with somebody, it's not a big deal. Like he looks fine, but he looks so small next to this giant dude. I did like what they did with him where he was just grabbing dudes and pulling them out of the Rumble. That was fun.
I didn't mind it. I'm glad it didn't,
He only did it
I think he did it twice.
once or twice, yeah.
So I didn't mind that. I wish that I'm sure it's, well, I was going to say I wish it's storyline. I'm sure it's going to become storyline. These dudes are going to come looking for AJ now, but.
Yeah, probably.
He'll just be Diesel Heater on the outside, I assume.
Yeah, we probably won't ever see him wrestle, right?
I won't see him wrestle. I imagine that some people will.
Maybe. What else happened in this thing? Orton got injured and then came back, which was the most obvious thing ever.
They even ruined the surprise on their own because Michael Cole at one point, they showed him in the locker room. He's like, well, his night's done. And then Corey Graves, who used to be someone I was a fan of.
Oh, my God.
Like,
what
a... So yeah, Cole's like, he's eliminated. And Graves goes, well, I mean, he's officially still in the match, but probably his night is over. Like, come on. Why do you do that?
Just stop. Just reveal that information when he comes back in the ring. That's a whole nother topic on this thing. They gave away the number 30, which we knew it was going to happen. That's why in our prop bets we did 29. We knew they were going to fucking give away number 30, and they did it for both matches. Mm-hmm. Talia won a match to get in there, and I guess they didn't give away 30. I forget who 30 was in the men's match. I guess
I don't remember.
Whatever. Braun was gone for a long time, and he came back. I don't think he was 30 though. He had been off TV. They brought him back on Friday SmackDown. Like, why? It was
Braun. Braun was 30th.
Okay, why don't you just wait till the dudes? Till the Sunday. It's Friday to Sunday. It's not like it's weeks.
Yeah. Seth Rollins was the other one who came in at 29, who was a return.
Right. Okay. So the prop bets were who was in first. Edge and Orton were announced as first and second.
Hold on. Hold on.
We're live, pal. Oh my God. Yeah. Nothing like live TV. Anyway, before he comes back, I was just thinking, I can't. Here it comes. I muted you. I muted your mic. Sorry.
You been vamping for me?
Not really. Not really. I kind of lost track of where we were.
Sorry, there was a knock at the door. And
yeah.
A half-expected knock. It was
Charlie making a run in. Making a run in.
Quick running. I thought it was going to be longer. Quick running tonight. He's got to go down and talk to Rocco.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
Get the neighborhood goss.
Yep.
Here we go. Look at this. Another run in.
Oh.
Charlie runs in and now Mike runs in. Look at that.
Look at that. Charlie
2
and
runs
Mike.
in a row.
What a tag team.
Whoa, Charlie and Mike.
Oh, did I miss the Charlie who run in?
Charlie
sure
did.
Oh, man.
He made a run in. Did you throw him out of the Rumble? Did you just throw Charlie out?
I threw him out.
You taking his place?
Yep. Taking his place.
Well, now that you're here.
Yes.
Welcome.
I wasn't sure how far you guys got in. So.
We discussed the women's match and basically decided that it was overall enjoyable.
Yeah, I think I like the women's better than the men's.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Was there any? Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
Do you have any thoughts on the women's match?
No, it was the right call. You know, at least having those two at the end. You know.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then throwing out Charlotte.
Oh, good promo too at the end by Bianca.
Yes.
Obviously, a
I shut it off. I
non-scripted,
didn't even.
non-scripted promo where she just was excited she won.
Yes, and shout outs to her family and all that stuff. But yes,
Montez got the
good
shout out.
stuff. Yes, very good stuff with that. Easily the right person, and probably setting up her and Sasha, which should be good. She's, she
I like
signed
that. I think that'd be fun.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
And truly, I don't think she had any wrestling experience.
I think
No.
Naomi could get a match or two out of this too, because they had a lot going on together yesterday.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, there's maybe some stuff leading up to it. There's going to be an elimination chamber, right? So
Yeah, and is there?
I guess that would be for the other
fast
side.
Lane? Are we fast lane?
Fast lane.
No roadblocks this time.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Roadblock into the line.
Fast lane.
I like her against Sasha.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Big power versus quickness. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that's the right one too.
Do you think she'll win that match?
Feel like you maybe gotta.
I would think it would be a good thing.
I think it would be a good thing to get new blood in there.
Absolutely. They need
Getting new blood, putting a belt on her gives her like credibility.
Yeah.
They have like 5 billion belts. But
yeah.
But yeah, 'cause
Okay.
I was thinking, does Edge have to win?
Like his match? Yeah, I think he does.
No.
But then
But then he doesn't need to go 1 to win either. So
Didn't Nakamura win his match? And he won the Rumble?
No, he lost.
Who did he lose to?
AJ.
Was that the AJ thing where he turned
The
out
low
AJ?
blow,
Yeah.
all the million low blows.
oh yeah, he lost, and then after he lost
And
that match,
then-
he started low blowing, right?
Yeah. So he lost.
I guess that's
Drew won.
true.
Drew beat Brock.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know who Edge really. Well,
Drew.
You guys talked about Edge yet?
Not yet. We're about
No,
to
we
get
were making our way through. We were trying to figure out who AJ's giant was. We figured out he was the NXT
Yes.
guy forever.
Malcolm Bivens tried out.
Did that guy ever wrestle?
He never wrestled. He wrestled like the weird like house show circuit they do down there. He did that stuff. But he was never on TV.
No, I don't remember on TV
But
either.
I'm sorry, but like a guy that big, like
He's just a heater.
is he even like unless he's I don't know, like back in his prime, but he's still bigger than he's like 7'3".
7'3".
7'3". Do you think it's a disservice putting him next to AJ because it makes AJ look like a freaking tiny little guy?
He's gonna look like anyone's gonna look tiny compared to him, unless it's like I don't know, Kane or something. Supposedly 6'10".
Oh, we did talk about Kane and how he's got a bit paunchy going.
Ooh, Kane
these
let
days.
himself go a little bit.
Well, he should imagine being the mayor. Imagine being a resident.
Imagine being a libertarian mayor and what you would do on day-to-day basis.
Just imagine being like like in the middle of a pandemic, your shithead mayor who refuses to wear a mask is like
Yeah,
down in Florida fucking around. It was like, oh great.
great.
Well, you could argue that he wears a mask more than most mayors.
Yeah. That's true.
He's worn a mask his whole life, but now
Yeah.
he can't wear it now.
He's been ready for this.
refusing to wear.
Come on, just put the Kane mask on. That's very silly. Edge and Orton were in first for prop bets. They announced that shit again.
And, but you know what they
Stupid.
did? They announced it. They announced it the day before.
Yeah. Why?
Randy won. Edge 2. Then they flip flopped it.
Yeah.
Makes me think that that's when they decided Sunday, like who Edge was going all the way.
Yeah.
I
They
just don't
announced that.
understand it.
They announced that early. I don't
I
think
get-
any of us had that, right?
No, we did not.
I get announcing that early because they have history and that's a good way to start it. Have those two go
Stop.
at
Just
it.
have surprises. We don't need
But
this
yeah,
shit.
there's no surprises.
There was another
It
illogical.
was Hurricane Helms. What do you mean?
There was another stupid thing that happened. Like, apparently, Ricochet lost a qualifying match to get into the Rumble, but then he was just in the Rumble anyway.
Well, because I'm sure.
I think it's because
Lee-
Keith Lee was eliminated from the Rumble because Mia Yim, I almost called her Maria Yim. Mia Yim has COVID, so
Oh, I did not.
assuming that Keith Lee was exposed as well, so he probably couldn't be there. Because I saw a lot of like, oh, they're burying Keith Lee, which they may very well still be burying Keith Lee, but I think he wasn't there because of that exposure, but whatever. The most eliminations from the match, Big E, Damian Priest, and Seth Rollins, depending on where you look, all had 4 eliminations. Some places say Rollins only had 3. A 3-way tie for most eliminations. I don't think
Wiley is the only one who had Seth Rollins.
Wow.
And of the men's prop bets, that was the only one.
That was the only one anyone got.
Yes.
Quickest eliminated, Hurricane Helms came in and got eliminated within 30 seconds. He literally redid his exact same spot that he did with Austin and Triple H, where he goozles 2 guys and then they realize, oh, it's just Hurricane. They knock him out. No. Just did the same thing that he did like 20 years ago.
Big surprise.
Seth was in. Seth was a surprise, I guess, in at 29.
Yeah, Seth was a big surprise.
And then
I did not know from his music. I have never seen that before.
Oh, it's the new music, the new Messiah music.
I was like, I had no clue who that
Yep.
was. I was like, no.
Seth. It's Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins.
When's the last time you watched a full WWE main product pay-per-view? Like as long as this one, Mike?
I don't think I didn't watch the full one of this.
Right, but this is like 2 hours of Rumbles is a lot. When's the last time you watched anything that long for main product?
I think I watched SummerSlam.
Oh, you watched the whole SummerSlam?
Maybe.
Wow.
I forget.
Mine was WrestleMania.
Mine was Royal Rumble last year.
And Bill's was literally a year
I
ago.
didn't even watch a single match at WrestleMania or SummerSlam.
And then again, who lasts the longest? Another prop bet that was basically irrelevant because Edge was first.
And Edge was last.
And he was last. And he also won. So.
I had a few of those prop bets.
In the women's, you had a couple, right?
You hit 2 in the women's.
Which ones did he hit again? Bayley?
Bayley first and Rhea with the most elims.
Wait.
And was it Rhea?
Or you had Rhea. Mike, you had Bayley in first, and
I had Bianca for Iron Man.
Yes, that was your second one. Yes,
Bianca.
Wait, you had the most eliminations.
Rhea.
And I had Rhea for most eliminations, didn't I?
No, you had Charlotte.
Oh wow! Why did I do that?
It's Charlotte Flair, and it's a big moment.
Charlotte because Charlotte?
Yeah.
I'm guessing Charlotte because Charlotte. Anyway, so it came down to the end. Edge and Orton.
And truthfully, at a lot of points during the match, I kept looking at who was in the ring. And I was like, none of these guys are gonna win. I just kept thinking like,
was there another credible winner? I guess Seth would have been.
Daniel Bryan.
Seth or
Daniel. Daniel was who I picked. Braun.
Daniel and then Seth.
AJ.
No.
I only got excited for Orton because I had picked him because Randy, and I thought, like, of course he's going to come in second. He's going to sit out the whole match, and then he's going to show up at the end and win. And when he almost did it.
If they did that.
Was that because you sent the story about how Vince was considering this horrible idea for a finish? Was that going to be Orton?
Maybe, or probably no.
Or maybe it was Edge because also dumb.
No, I'm sure it was.
I don't think. Yeah, we are split on this.
Like Bray, like the Fiend coming and like cursing everyone out. I'm sure a lot of things were tossed around.
Oh yeah, I'm sure everything was tossed around, but I wonder what that finish was. Yeah. I doubt it was Edge winning. I doubt it.
Yeah, no.
Because enough people like Edge. I mean, I'm not even that upset about the Edge thing. I know you are, Bill.
I just don't get why he's your WrestleMania centerpiece. Like, you can still put him in a big spot at WrestleMania, but why aren't you building anyone in this spot? Not even building at this point. why aren't you taking an established star and giving him this boost? Or if you dead set on Edge winning this, then let him come in at 27 and do it. And let somebody else be number one that lasts an hour.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The biggest thing about it is like with Edge, I've always kind of tapped my ass at is like Edge when they're doing the Edge and Christian show. I feel like they're making fun of that kind of stuff and like knocking like guys
Like-
past their prime, doing like taking spots.
Is
Now, like-
Edge past his prime though?
Yeah.
Yes.
His prime was a full decade ago.
Well, he got it taken away from him.
Yes.
True.
And that's great that
So-
he's back, but that doesn't mean he's in his prime. Aren't his best matches the cinematic ones that they can cut up and chop apart anyways?
He did have that match with Orton, the greatest wrestling match of all time.
Yeah.
I kind of thought Edge would come back and wrestle young guys, so maybe this will be that.
A lot of people are like, oh, he should challenge Finn. Like,
No.
Please don't do that.
Please don't
I think
do
him
that.
and Drew is fine.
I guess.
Him and Drew is fine. I don't know who's the other guy. Roman. I don't see him fighting Roman.
No.
I think it'll be Drew.
Yeah, I guess so.
And he's probably gonna win, right? He's probably gonna win that match.
Suppose.
No.
Is he gonna turn heel though? 'Cause somebody's gonna have to be a heel in that match. You would think.
I mean, you could do it just a quick live sex show, and we can reset his career again.
I like how the live sex show came up like a few weeks ago. Lita was like, "Yeah, they forced me to do that."
No kidding.
No,
huh?
what a shocking revelation that WWE forced a woman to do something
Edge
she didn't
was
want to do.
married to Val Venus's sister.
Back in the day?
I did not know that.
Wow. I know they were all friends because they were all from Canada and went to developmental at the same time. So Val was there when Edge and Christian were there. What did you think of the Edge and Christian moment?
I wasn't watching it. I was doing something, but that's nice.
It was. That was fine.
Yeah, I
feel
like that.
There was plenty of times where he could have came out and saved him. Like there's moments like that where like he could have come out to like a better spot, like to save Edge, and then even like back to the women's one. Like why didn't they have Billy and Peyton? Why didn't Peyton come out and like do something with Bill? Like yeah, they did something.
They gave him 20 seconds.
Yeah, but why not have Billy come out and meet him at the ramp and do something like?
Yeah, why not have her be like Peyton's music goes off and she can run down and they can team up from the get go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are too logical of questions that you're asking. Did anything else matter? Goldberg hurt himself against Drew.
He was so blown up. Like
There's a picture of him circulating on Twitter where he's like, ugh. He's like leaning on the ropes with his mouth agape.
he was absolutely demolished.
He can't
Absolutely
wrestle.
demolished.
He's not ever been a wrestler. We'll talk more about Goldberg in a minute.
He can't at his age.
He can't do it.
Wrestle his style at least.
No.
Can't do his style.
He
Big power moves. Like he can't do it, bro.
can't even do the jackhammer, which apparently he's been trying to beg off the jackhammer. This is a story that I saw today. Vince was like, "You have to do the jackhammer or attempt to do it in every match. Like
That's all you got.
Can't beg off the
What was that?
jackhammer."
He's got the spear and the jackhammer. That's it.
Yeah,
What
right.
else
So
does he have?
he's trying to beg off the jackhammer, and I think his competitors, according to the story from Meltzer, also didn't want him doing the jackhammer because he
Yeah,
can't pick
no.
people up.
Did you see the way Drew took it?
Yeah, bad.
Drew like landed his feet first, I think, because he's scared.
Did he?
He's
No,
thinking,
nobody
yeah,
wanted to get
like, he
jackhammered
landed
by.
his feet first.
Especially because he's big too. It's not like he's doing that to a little guy. Drew's a big fella.
Yeah, there's no way he was getting him up.
All right, just start
Oh.
doing like a heel hook. Just you're a submission wrestler now, Goldberg.
He did have like a leg hook that he did for a while. or like
And
an
I think
ankle
it
lock or something.
Looked like shit.
Yeah, it was terrible. But the Roman and KO match, I watched that. I thought it was fine.
It was fun for like the
Fun.
wackiness and like
Too much garbage going on. Way too much. Fucking ref bumps and
yeah,
like all kinds
a
of
lot.
shit. Awful lot taken from AEW stuff, jumping off of the what do you call that thing? The lift, and then the forklift, and then having the golf cart. Like,
oh man, he fucking
blasted him with it. Yeah,
absolutely blasted him.
blasted
Fucking
him.
went
Blasted
through the
Owens with it.
windshield.
Yeah, it was a good bump, but
Yeah.
definitely stolen.
Wait. Time out real quick. Drew McIntyre and Goldberg, you're talking about how blown up he was and how he can't do this anymore, but
Right.
this match lasted 2.5 minutes. The way you guys talked about it, I thought this was like they gave him 15 minutes.
No, well, there was like 2 minutes of like bullshit outside.
Oh my god.
For the bell
Sorry.
ring.
Yeah, yeah,
So it was 4 minutes.
yeah.
All right, sorry, but Roman and KO.
Yeah, so I thought the match was fine, but overbooked like crazy overbooked, as always. But fine, a fine match. Moving away from, I guess, anything else to add? Where
Sasha
do we,
and Carmella any good?
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
Didn't see it.
Where do we end up in picks for the Rumble?
Well, you got 6 points because you awarded yourself 5 for picking the winner.
Listen, I had a second. Wally agreed with me. If you get a Rumble winner, you should get 5 points.
Well, I got 2. Mike got 2. I got 0 with my
0 on both matches?
I picked Santino in both. What do you expect, man?
Oh boy. Yikes. All right, moving on. New Japan Strong. Jon Moxley showed up, beat up. I almost called him Tommy. He beat up Kenta.
Yeah.
He beat up Kenta.
The
And,
thing I wonder is, when was all this stuff taped?
In the same day, right? Because he did that
When,
promo a while ago.
Months ago?
Did that promo like a month ago, right? Where he showed up in Strong by himself and was like, I'm here, Kenta. Where are you?
Yeah.
I bet it was all taped at the same time.
But like, Kenta's not coming back and forth.
No, he's here, right?
Is he here? Is he back here? Oh, maybe he is back.
He's here because he wasn't at New Beginning.
Yeah, that's true.
This is New Beginning USA.
I don't think he has been, and his family, I think, is still in the U.S.
He lives in Tampa. Kenta lives in Tampa.
Yeah, and they're doing a U.S. New Beginnings champion.
Yeah, which is that match.
Which is, I think, just
It's at the end of February, I think, is when it's actually going to happen. But Moxley showing up.
Yeah.
I assume he's going to lose.
Yeah, we'll see. It's going to be weird because they don't do anything. They just have it literally. They don't, like, just have, like, a...
Yeah, they didn't strip him of the belt or anything.
Yeah. No, like, it's going to be a weird show.
Oh, like no fans at all?
No fans, no nothing.
And no fake crowd noise either?
No, at least the fake crowd noise helps a little, but...
Sort of, yeah. Trying to explain that to Rachel last night when she was watching the Rumble with me. She's like, wait, what? Are the people on TV doing that? I go, no, it's all fake. Yep. It's like, it's weird. The way that they're doing it is weird. I'm like, yes, absolutely.
Yes. It is also weird, though, when they have just silence. That is weird.
Yeah. Like when they did This Is Awesome. She's like, what? How does everybody know to do it? Like, they're not.
They must have experimented and realized that there's no way they can sync them up correctly.
No, there's no way.
And everyone getting the same pop.
Yeah. No chance.
No one gets a louder pop than another person.
Yeah, everything's the same volume. Everything's exactly the same. Also on New Japan, Shingo lost to Tanahashi.
Yeah, I watched this match and it was all right. Tana seemed to be like, no, this is always Tana, but he seemed to be in rough shape.
I think he is in real rough shape. He's not having surgery on whatever it is that's bothering him now. I think it's his knee.
Yeah. So
like truly his knee for once.
A lot of people think Shingo's gonna move up. They think I guess he's a favorite in the New Japan Cup coming up. We'll see.
I guess. I'd like to see him versus Ibushi.
Oh yeah.
I'd sign up for that. Sign me up for that.
Has he fought Stone Pitbull?
Probably, but
has he fought Stone Pitbull?
I'm guessing yes.
He has at some point.
I'm sure he has, but
Oh yeah.
I'll sign me up for another one of those. Sign me up for all of those. Great O'Khan is going to face Tanahashi at another New Beginning or another, I don't know when, but he's beating him up again. So we get more of that crap match again.
Yeah. O'Khan, he's just,
Anything else New Beginning that we should care about?
I think the good stuff's coming up soon.
Yeah, it's like 3 weekends, right?
Yeah.
Another one of those shows.
The Ibushi versus Sonata should be good stuff.
Right. More news. WWE on Peacock will not have pause or rewind. Pause and rewind will not be available for WWE Network on Peacock. Right.
This is the year I stop watching wrestling in total.
No pause, no rewind as of now, according to Meltzer on WWE
crazy.
Network Peacock. Isn't that insane? Can't even pause it to take a piss? Come on.
That can't be right. Well,
It
the
can't
thing
be
is,
right.
I saw a video.
That's what he said.
Someone put up a video of like the Peacock application, and it fucking sucks. Like, it's not good. Like people now, like at least it seems like now, like they finally have worked out all of the kinks or most of the kinks of the WWE Network. Like, you can
No.
Just this week,
horrible.
I watched like half of NXT, shut it off, went back the next day to finish it, and had to skip ahead and find where I left off because the pause just didn't work this time. It works 50% of the time.
But they're showing how like you could search for like if you want a super crazy match from 2002, you could put in super crazy 2002 and it'll show up. But then like in Peacock, you can't search for anything.
Great.
So.
Even worse. That was the one thing I was hoping for. Like, okay, well, whatever, it moves, but hopefully the user interface is better. Nope. Apparently not.
It's gonna be. I don't know how it isn't
Ouch.
just like you lift the whole thing and you just make it like
an app
channel.
in Peacock?
Yeah, an app within the app. Like
That would be nice.
Almost like who doesn't like Amazon has that stuff, I think.
Amazon has that. So if you're in Amazon, you can sign up for the other stuff and it just shows up in there.
For stars or something like that.
Yeah. Which that works really well.
Yeah.
But all right. Yeah.
Wait, so there's no one at NBC Universal that can look at this and go, there's some things we can fix with one afternoon of coding?
That would require you to give a fuck.
That's true.
We'll see.
A lot of give a
Good.
fucks out there.
I actually hope it's really bad so that I cancel it and then I will legitimately stop watching wrestling.
Oh no. The other thing I put on here was Goldberg. You talked about Corey Graves a while ago. He still has this show on the network. Hopefully they'll cancel it. Where he interviews people and they talk about bullshit. And Goldberg was on there doubling down on the Undertaker's wrestlers are soft today garbage and talking about how wrestlers have thin skin today. And I saw this everywhere, so it's not an original take, but the ultimate thin skin guy is you, fucking Goldberg.
Yeah, really.
You are a piece of crap. You hate, like, you were, first of all, you were worked by Nash and Hall. You punched a fucking a car window to try to look cool and cut your hand. We're out for like 9 months. Talk about Matt Riddle has gotten under your skin quite a bit. I don't like Matt Riddle, but he's gotten under your skin quite a bit. And then the whole Jericho thing, where Jericho wanted to get squashed by Goldberg and lose, and you were so paranoid about it, you didn't let him do it. You squashed it from happening. You are the ultimate. Also, the time where you had a match at WrestleMania, came out the next night and talked about how it was disrespectful that the fans would boo you, and you were mad about it. You are a piece of crap. I can't stand Goldberg. I cannot stand him.
All you got to do is pull a knife in these guys, and they'll love you forever. It's simple.
Don't
I don't
ever
know why
talk.
people won't do it.
Just don't talk ever.
Those old guys, like
It's, at least the Undertaker is like, yes, this dude would pull a gun. Like, he is a kind of cuckoo bird. Like, some of the things he said are stupid, but he is that guy. Like, he is the concealed weapon guy. But to say wrestlers are thin-skinned when you are the ultimate version of that, it's just stupid. All right, Bill, you have a segment to be named later.
We can skip it. Mostly, I had stuff aimed at Wally and his weird '90s music from last week. So,
Oh, his top 10 albums that he regrets buying,
yes.
even though one of them was good, right?
If you want to say that MySpace album was good,
The MySpace album wasn't half bad. It wasn't half bad. There's some songs in there like, all right, AEW. You never heard of the MySpace hits album? Yeah, that was the thing. AEW. Lance Archer lost to Eddie Kingston in a solid match.
Yeah, taking mean bumps outside.
Yep. Back fist to the face. What's that?
I missed it at first because
Oh.
the streaming stuff.
Right, it crashed.
It hurt their ratings too.
I'm sure. Yeah, it's never good when your show starts and it doesn't work.
Yes.
That's not a good thing.
No. Yeah, it was a good. I caught it later. It was a good match. It was a good match. Eddie's a very good heel, especially he's so good at like hiding
the back fist.
Pad.
Oh right, he had something in his hand, right?
Yes. Like I forget what they call it.
A loaded weapon. Moxley cut a promo about Beach Break. He's gonna have a match. I forget what the match is. Is it 6-man tag?
that is a WWE level of laziness in naming your show.
Beach Break?
Yes.
Yeah, well, it was Bash at the Beach, but they gave that up so Cody could get his last name back. So I assume it's because Orange Cassidy's finisher is Beach Break. They just took that.
No.
His finisher's name is Beach Break?
Yes. All right. His finisher where he's like got a guy behind him and he drops him, sits down. Right. His Beach Break. Sting and Darby Allin had a promo in an abandoned warehouse, which I thought was going bad at first. I'm like, oh no, I don't like this. Where Sting was like being his goofy Sting, and then Darby was like, what do you say? You guys called me a hoodlum, so I guess I am a hoodlum. And then Sting did the same, like went serious, and it was actually good at the end.
No, I enjoyed it.
They brought it around. Jericho and MJF beat the Varsity Blondes. There's really nothing to say here except for Jericho doing the lion salt.
Nail it this time.
Making sure to nail it and then looking in the camera like, I did it.
I saw the one
what an asshole
where someone said you still got it, and he said I never lost it or whatever.
Yeah. Well, he missed the lion salt the week before. So
I saw
when
that.
he did it, he made sure to do it this time and then looked right in the camera like, see, I can still do it.
It's just like Brian Pillman Jr. doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, you don't like him.
It's not that. It's just.
Do you like either one of those guys? What do you think about the other guy?
Griff, I think is better. He's just he's
got
more upside.
Griff is better than Brian Pillman Jr.
It's just I think he's got more fire.
Do we know who Brian Pillman Jr. is if he has a different name?
What?
Do we know who? Like, is he here? Is he in AEW if he has a different name?
Good point.
I don't know.
I'm asking. I've never seen him wrestle, but
he's very generic so far. That doesn't mean that he can't be good, but I don't know.
Oh man.
Here you go. Cody and Shaq, baby.
As I was literally just watching TV earlier, and Shaq doing a commercial for fucking printer ink.
What was it for?
Printer ink.
Oh, printer ink. Yeah. He does commercials for everything. The General.
Unbelievable.
Icy Hot.
Well, that's how he got big, right, Ryan?
Yeah.
Icy Hot commercials.
The Icy Hot guy. My
Like,
sister.
I don't know.
One of my favorite things ever that she said.
Why
She's come out with some gems, but Shaq, the Icy Hot guy. You know he played basketball for like 20 years, right? Nope, didn't know that. He's like one of the most famous basketball players ever.
Icy Hot.
Nope, Icy Hot. The general. Yeah, his promo sucked. Shaq's promo sucked. And then I really don't like this. Cody comes out and he's like, yeah, Shaq talked shit about me, but here, Arn Anderson, you take it. Like, no.
WCW.
Why? You don't even care enough to respond? You have Arn Anderson respond for you? Like, oh, no.
At least Red Velvet's promo was kind of good.
I guess. So he's going to have a mixed tag with her against Jade and Shaq? Jade Cargill? Who we haven't seen ever wrestle. So I'm real skeptical about her abilities.
Who is Red Velvet?
An indie wrestler that was teaming with Brandy. So now she's going to be, instead of Brandy, it's going to be Red Velvet.
Yes.
Cool.
Step up.
Maybe? I don't know.
And
This whole thing is just bad.
I still
sucked.
don't know why they think.
I mean, the only reason they think it's good is because it's on NBA, on
Yeah,
TNT. That's
I
the only
guess.
reason. Like, it's not a surprise that it's happening because, of course, they're going to have this crossover stuff. And I get it, but golly, it's bad.
The NBA season even happening?
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah,
like
it's going on right now.
barely happening because of I feel like games are constantly being postponed, right?
Well, they had one team got infected and they missed like 6 games in a row. I think it
I
was
watched one game just the other night.
Pelicans. The Pelicans missed, I think, 5 or 6 games in a row.
I feel like
But
that's-
everybody else is playing.
I feel like it's a complete right.
No, it's not that bad. It's not.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad at all.
It's not a disaster though. Like,
No. I'm just saying it's like I feel like there's just no talk of it. I feel like it's not as much there was when they went in the bubble the first time. Is they all in the bubble?
no, this is in arenas, right? Because they moved Thunderdome. WWE had to move Thunderdome out of the Amway Center because it's actually happening in basketball arenas. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. Everything's kind of messed up. I mean, that's that. I think that's the whole goal, though. Get Shaq, get cross promotion, but whatever. It sucked. It sucked the whole time. I mean, networks care about that kind of stuff.
Shaq make you change the dial. That's the thing about
No.
Edge. Like with Edge, is Edge really going to bring that many people into WrestleMania?
He might bring some old eyes, not any new people.
I feel like if you put Hogan on, Hogan's I know we don't know, but Hogan, if you just advertise Hogan, he'd get a better response.
With an edge. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think a lot of people like Edge still. If he has a big match at WrestleMania, it might be something. I don't know. Matt Hardy came out and watched.
Sorry, is he in the main event? Is the main event Drew versus Edge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he finished Royal Rumble. He's in the main event.
Huh.
That means you're in the main event.
Yeah.
To me,
in
anyway.
a main event.
No, it means you're the main event. If you end Royal Rumble,
AJ and Nakamura were in it.
but they didn't end Royal Rumble. Didn't Becky end Royal Rumble or right? Whoever.
Also, they're not the stars that Edge is.
Nakamura won first, and then I think Becky won, or was it Asuka? I forget.
No, Asuka won. Asuka won the first.
Asuka and Nakamura won the same
Yes.
Royal Rumble, right?
And that was the first women's Royal Rumble, right?
I believe that was the first
Yeah,
one.
so I guess Nakamura ended the night, right? Asuka didn't end. No, Asuka ended the night because Ronda came out. That's how that ended. Asuka won, and then Ronda came out, right?
Yeah.
So that's how it ended. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They'll just do whatever they want anyway. So who cares? Like Ricochet's out of the Rumble. Oh no! Whoops, he's in. Explanation? No, don't need it. Who cares? Hangman beat up Ryan Nemeth.
I can't believe.
Got anything to say about Ryan Nemeth? AKA Dolph Jr.
He looks exactly like Dolph.
He looks like Spirit Squad Dolph.
Yeah, like right
the good one, the good version.
His hair is literally looks like it's painted onto his head. Like it looks fake.
Just like Dolph. I swear, like he did it on purpose.
He has wrestled with Brown. He's been a wrestler for 10 years.
Yeah, he's been around for a while.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's been around for a while.
He's a ground and pound kind of guy, not a high flyer at all, apparently. I don't know. He got just wrecked. He got just wrecked in this match.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So yeah, Hardy tried to recruit Hangman Page.
I didn't get that.
I think it's a Charlotte, North Carolina thing, maybe. Because Page is from the same place that Hardy's from.
I do like Hardy as like.
Yeah, so do I.
Like with Private Party.
Carney manager.
I like that because the thing is about Hardy that he doesn't get enough credit is like he has, even though he did the whole what was it, broken stuff. But his stuff in Ring of Honor was like
Money Matt, Big Money Matt, which is what this is.
Like he was a fucking huge time heel, and people hated him, and he fucking played people, and he was a really good heel because I remember he did a thing with podcast with JR, and he was just like, "Yeah, I'm just trying to piss people off. That's what you gotta do."
Yeah, I think he's basically doing Big Money Matt. Yeah. That's what this is.
Matt Hardy, like, I think he's gonna go down as one of the most underrated. Like maybe not in the ring, but like
good in the ring, but mastermind.
Yes.
Very smart to pull away from the broken shit. The best thing of the night. We should spend way more time on this. The best thing of the night by far was Jungle Boy versus Dax from FTR.
Yeah, very good.
Awesome. And that's like a perfect match. Absolutely perfect.
Great stipulation.
Yep. So it was Luchasaurus is handcuffed to Tully Blanchard and Cash on the outside, which made for a lot of funny interactions between the three of them, like trying to pull each other up and down from the chairs. Yes. That was good. And then Jungle Boy and Dax having a match with the arm. Dax's arm is injured, and Jungle Boy keeps going after the arm. And it was just good. Just good story. Good wrestling match. Good stipulation. And then Jungle Boy wins, but then FTR gets out of it and then beats everybody up.
It was good. The whole thing was good.
Cut the horns off of Luchasaurus's mask, handcuffed him to the ropes.
Good heat.
Good. Just good business.
Very good heat for
yeah.
For FTR.
Tully going off the top rope too. That was
that was awesome.
Tully jumps off the top rope. It was good. This is really good.
No, I love
best thing of the night by far.
Oh yeah. Really good stuff.
It's hard to string that out anymore. It's just a great segment. One of the best segments they've done so far this year. Britt Baker had a match with Shanna.
And I'll say that another great thing. I think Britt Baker is so good right now. Like
she was in this match, the aggressive submission stuff she was doing was really good.
It's now
best she's done.
Where she is pulling away from the rest of the division of how good she is. We'll see how
her talking has been unbelievable for considering where she was.
Yeah.
To now, awesome.
In ring and
her in ring was great in this match.
Her in ring is just on point, and then the way she plays to the camera. She plays to the crowd. It's just like
she's gotten a lot better. If you think about where she started, like when they did the press conference 2 years ago to now, she's got to be the most improved person on their entire roster.
You guys were very excited for her, and then you're always disappointed until she turned heel.
Yeah.
And then she's just done incredible work ever since, and gotten better each time she goes out.
I said, like the rest of the roster, like I don't know what you Serena D. Is Serena Deeb a part of the roster? Did she sign?
Yes, she is
Serena
signed.
signed,
Mhm.
but
But Thunder's not.
Thunder Rosa's not. But like Thunder
Right.
Rosa and her should be great. But like I said, they've
Yeah,
got
it
like
should be
a
good.
lot of people in that on that division have to come up to her level. Like and
Yeah.
Shannon's not bad. Shannon's is a good.
Problematic.
Oh yeah,
she's a
she is.
she's a problematic person as well as similar in the Tessa Blanchard bill. She's problematic.
Oh, is she?
Oh yeah, she's problematic. She's
Um,
had some boneheaded things that she
tweet.
said.
But maybe
Just don't
they
tweet.
should truthfully. I don't know when they go. Rit versus Ida
It's maybe double or nothing.
or Revolution.
No, because Revolution's early March, so that'll be a quick turnaround.
They gotta put her against someone.
I would like to see that feud actually become a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, they had that one match where Sheeta hit her in the nose and made her bleed.
Yeah.
So they have that in the back of their pocket to use.
I'm sure they've got it planned out, and they know.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll happen. I like this feud, and I'm excited to see this match anyway. But so final match was Bucks and Good Brothers versus Dark Order, which was fun.
Yeah.
The Bullet Club guys won, and then Bucks talked about the tag team rumble that's happening this week, I think, and how they're going to enter it, and if they win, they're going to decide who they face, and they may pick the Good Brothers to face. And they had like a little stare off.
I feel like they've got to win it since they've entered themselves. I don't know.
Right. Unless the Good Brothers win it anyway,
Maybe.
but that would be kind of weird.
Are they in it?
I don't know if they're in it or not. It's
Know.
weird. I don't know. We'll see what happens. That was AEW. Mostly middle of the road.
Team Taz being awesome.
Oh, crushing the merch guys. That was fun.
Those Joe Bears and doing classic Kevin Nash.
Yeah, doing the big Kev lawn dart to the side of a.
They are so good. The thing, someone, even though I know you guys don't like it, but someone made a great comparison, at least in their energy, the way they carry themselves, is Ricky Starks very much like Randy Orton, at least in like his. I feel like he just gives off that like.
He's way closer to The Rock than Randy Orton.
I guess, yeah. But just I think Ricky, like they need to shoot him to the moon. But there's a lot of guys that need to shoot to the moon.
Yeah. Hook was great in that segment too. Your guy.
He
was the one who started it all. Hook got in their faces.
He goozled? Did he goozle? No. I forget the word where you just like mush the dude. You like
face mush.
Face washed him.
Face washed him. Yes, he
paintbrush.
Is his name actually Hook? Like, is that his shoot name?
Yes.
His real name is Hook.
What a jerk off parents he must have.
It's such an awesome.
Well, Taz is his parent.
Wait. What was that, Mike?
It's such an awesome name for a wrestler.
Because of the movie.
Right. Absolutely. A fucking 5-year callback here. Oh my god. All right. That's enough of AEW. Let's talk about NXT. MSK defeated Maverick and Dane in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Mm-hmm. It was fine.
It was. MSK's very good.
Good wrestlers.
When they talk, don't love it, but I feel like that's the way it is with them.
Yeah, I remember liking the Treehouse stuff way more than the promos that they've done so far, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was all that kind of goofy shit, but whatever. They won. Good. Yeah. Kurt Stallion got attacked.
Good. He has not impressed me in a little bit I've seen of him.
Yeah, so he got beat up. Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez won their match against Aaliyah and Jessie Kamea. Is that her name now?
Who's bigger than I remember her being. Like she wasn't. I mean, she was obviously a lot smaller than Raquel Gonzalez, but she stood up like didn't look terrible next to her.
I remember
she was like a volleyball player, I think.
Charlotte, and I was like, oh, she's kind of Charlotte's size.
Yeah, so I think they could do something with her.
I think she was a volleyball player. Anyway,
it's been a while.
Yeah, she's been in a long time. Whatever. They won. Gargano, great segment.
This is a fun segment.
Where Austin Theory kept saying Kushida's name and pissing off Gargano.
Yeah.
What did Gargano say to him? No words.
He's like,
don't say another word.
He went to run off and he said to the announcer, he's like, we don't say Kushida. It's like saying the curse. We don't say it. And Gargano came back and he's like, don't worry. I told her not to say Kushida. And he's like, you just said it. He's like, no, I told her it's like the curse. And he's like, you did it again. No more words. No more words.
Excellent.
Yep.
I didn't like this. Karrion Kross and Scarlett.
Who cares? Their promos are all super weird like this.
I don't like it. Tyler
Although he's going after Legado del Fantasma, which could be interesting.
What is that?
Yeah,
so
why?
This was actually because, well, no, this is because of a promo that what's his name, Escobar cut, where he was talking about how he's the only real champion, how Finn got hurt and couldn't defend his title for 3 months, and how Gargano can never hold on to it. And then he actually even said, in Karrion Kross, he wins the belt and can't even make the first title defense. Like, he actually called out Karrion Kross.
Okay, so he's going to squash him.
Yeah.
Tyler Russ got a win back by facing a jobber.
Yep.
Kushida and Ruff lost to the Grizzled Young Veterans.
Mm-hmm.
So looking good for me in the men's Dusty Classic.
You're looking very good so far.
Looking real good because I had that Kushida and Ruff pick that was like the only match. Yep. Yeah. It's like the only difference between our brackets. Tony Storm.
And that one was more of a setup than anything. At the end of the match, Kushida got attacked again.
Right, he got attacked by.
That was the big part of this match.
By the way, yeah, and then idiot Dexter Lumis.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a feud between Dexter Lumis and Austin Tahiri.
Is it him or Johnny?
At least to start, it'll be Tahiri, and Johnny will go after Kushida still.
Tony and Mercedes beat up Io Shirai. I don't know if there's anything to say there.
No, they're those three. It's a three-way. Here you go, Bill.
It's gonna happen.
Three-way. Mercedes. Tony.
Can't help it if I can see the future.
That 50 cent piece is coming to you 3 years
right.
later.
What's it been? 5 years?
No,
3 years.
This is in the other basement. It's been at most 3 years.
Was it the other basement that bet was made?
Your current basement.
Oh, current basement.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay. Imperium's going to come back and restore their dominance by bringing Walter over to kill everybody.
No, not Walter. Alexander Wolf is the one.
I thought they were talking about Walter.
I don't think so.
I thought they kind of teased.
I thought they were teasing Walter was coming.
I think they were saying Alexander Wolf was here to restore order.
Well, we knew he was back because he showed up last week.
Yes.
But I thought Walter was...
that would be great, but I don't think that's what's happening.
Wow, that would be so bad.
I don't think he is coming.
I think that was Alexander Wolf is there to restore order.
Oh, I thought it was a Walter thing. Ew, not good.
That's fine if they do something with him.
I don't have anything on here, but Miko Satomura is going to NXT UK, so that might give me a reason to watch that show.
Damian Priest is main roster now.
Yeah, we know.
Fighting
that.
The Miz right now.
Okay.
Good.
Who's he fighting?
The Miz.
The Miz with Bad Bunny in his corner. Your
Bad Bunny. We never talked about Bad Bunny. Is
he actually has one song I do like.
Is he actually any good?
Who?
Bad Bunny. He had a thing in the match. I don't know his music.
He had one song a while ago that I did like. I couldn't tell you what it was,
but I'm glad I told you to put it. I did that on purpose, though. I told you to put that.
Oh, no kidding, huh?
Undisputed Era going to face Ciampa and Thatcher because they're a tag team now and took the place of that other group. So that could totally fuck up some Dusty Classic brackets.
Yep.
They're facing off next week.
I think Undisputed Era has to win this, though, because I think eventually we're going to see them fighting for the tag belts because they still have their underlying stuff with Birch and Lorcan.
Yeah. That whole thing is weird. I'll talk about it in 1 sec. Bronson Reed showed up. Bronson Reed is over in my house. My God. Yeah. I love him. My
like
kids
him too.
love him. Even Rachel loves him. Bronson Reed is over in this house.
I did not love the limited amount of Jonah Rock that I saw, but I do enjoy Bronson Reed here.
He is over in this house. I cannot wait till a crowd can see this guy because he's going to be a star.
Yeah, that's
And
a
he
big
does, as you said, Mike, have the best Titantron in the business right now.
Yeah.
What do you think of the stomping camera shakes? I don't know if I like that so much.
Whatever.
It's not a deal breaker.
We've seen that before.
We sure
right?
have.
Who's the dude in
Dave
the UK?
Mastiff.
Mastiff.
Dave Mastiff did it.
Yeah,
Who
I
is a
don't
chode? He is not tall. He's just very wide.
I don't like that. But whatever. And then like we have all this Dusty Classic stuff going on, but meanwhile we have Finn and O'Reilly facing the tag team champions, and they won. They beat.
So they get a
tag
title shot, right?
Yeah, right. So what's the point of the Dusty Classic then? Like, what the hell is that? Unless they win and then the Undisputed Era win, and then they have to like face each other. That would be interesting, I guess. It's still weird,
The
right?
ending was very interesting.
Did not like it.
You didn't like the end?
No, I mean like the fact that this is
yeah.
happening and the Dusty Classic is
Yeah,
happening.
yeah.
Like,
No, I get that. It most definitely muddied.
yeah, muddying all the tag team waters, but whatever.
I thought the end.
Match
I thought
is
it was
fine.
weird how long it took Undisputed Era to come out.
Right, and they made a point to bring that up too, right?
They did.
So,
They said like, "Oh, they're here." I mean, I guess they weren't attacking O'Reilly as much, but
Right.
still.
All right.
I wanted to at least come down and collect him, even if they left Finn alone.
that makes me think Undisputed Era is going to win the Dusty Classic now.
I hope so. I need it.
That's it. That was NXT. What'd you think of that one? I think it was a better show than AEW.
Well, it was mostly good.
No, I don't think it was.
Really?
think
I thought it was
enjoyed
better.
more. But it's just.
Well,
I'm
borderline.
interested to see where they go with Finn and Undisputed, with him like going
With them, like at the end, yeah.
Yeah.
stepping in with them.
I just hope that Bobby Fish is at the end of this rainbow somewhere, and I fear that he's not going to be.
I don't know. Still hurt. He's gonna be out for a while. Showed up randomly a couple times, right? He was in a
Every
couple
now and then
promos.
he's like in the locker room with them
Yeah.
and stuff.
Right. Maybe hopefully we'll get him back. I don't know. Can't really like heal it up because
Right.
they're baby faces now, so you can't come out and help
Yeah.
them cheat.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anything else on NXT, or are we
No,
we
No,
got a
we-
takeover coming up? Valentine's Day
Valentine's
takeover.
Day Massacre.
Did they
They're
name
not-
it that yet?
No, right now I think it's just 33 or whatever they're at.
They're gonna do that, right? They're gonna UFC it up and just do the numbers, aren't they?
I'd be fine with that.
I think until they actually are taking over towns again, probably yes.
I'd be fine with that. I think that's better.
Yeah. Anything
You know
else in
what
the?
should be awesome is Dunn versus Balor.
That should be very good.
That should be good stuff.
Is that gonna be at Takeover?
I would think so.
Probably. Someone did make the point that like with that with that same tweet that you put out with Biggie being in the same position as he was.
Right. The Royal Rumble tweet by Voices of Wrestling
And the thing is that was in response to an earlier tweet
about Tyler
someone
Bate and Pete
about
Dunne,
Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, how they're
literally in the same spot.
5 years later or however many years later.
Nobody has
I mean, and that's
evolved.
their takeover match where Dunn won the UK belt. I would say is still one of the top 5 takeover matches that there have been.
Oh yeah, but where are they on the
Right.
scale?
Right. They didn't
They
do
have-
anything with it.
nothing
Yeah.
has
I mean, I
changed.
guess Dunn carried the belt for over a year, but
Right. But like
Right. They haven't progressed at all. Like Dunn has been on Raw and stuff.
yeah. They're great wrestlers and they're pretty much in their prime. It's
Yeah.
just
I mean,
like-
Dunn is one of the best.
Yes.
If he was used properly on the main roster, he could be a top star.
Like
Easy.
a Daniel Bryan. type.
Easy top star. William Regal's kid's coming into NXT UK though, so does that mean you're gonna watch it, Bill?
maybe if he takes the belt off Walter Night 1 like he should. I'm in. I've never seen him wrestle. I just know.
Next
There you
week,
go.
yeah, Undisputed versus Fantastic.
Chomping, yeah.
House Party versus Del Fantasma. That should
Mm.
be good.
Mhm.
Mm.
What else we getting? Third Stallion,
Kurt Stein versus for the belt.
Escobar.
Kurt.
But
Your
will
boy.
you know who get involved? Arian Cross.
Perhaps.
Probably. Maybe Kurt wins the cruiserweight title.
Hopefully, we get some more Xia Li. We're due.
Yeah, what happened to them? They haven't been on in 2 weeks.
I want to see if they're actually going to use Boa for anything.
No, he'll just be a hype man, maybe.
Hype
be a-
man.
He'd be a North American champion, I think is what you mean.
Yeah. I think he was predicted to be a North American champion.
So, and Beach Breaks this week.
Beach Break is Wednesday. Yep.
And what's the card for Beach Break? Omega and
This-
the Good Brothers versus
yeah.
Moxley, Pac, and Phoenix.
Yeah.
That should be good.
Interesting.
Fine.
Tag Team Battle Royal.
Rosa and Britt.
Oh, Rosa and Britt. Kip
Yep.
Sabian. Man, Kip Sabian. Kip
That wedding.
Sabian has Kip Sabian maybe has for me the most like go away. Like when I see him, I'm like, is that dude even a wrestler? Like
He never wrestles matches anymore.
No, but he's
He's
just
just-
like,
Doing these like best man things.
and then I think like,
It was so stupid. I even cut it out of the like rundown. I'm
Yeah.
like, we don't even need to talk about this.
this dude's like man, that guy is a complete non-entity. But you know who's even more of a non-entity?
Who, Miro? Oh, Sean Spears? Your
The
guy?
the
Your guy,
who
Sean?
quit as like an angle, part of an angle.
Right. It hasn't
one
shown
has
up since.
No one has said a peep or is like,
Nobody
"Hey,
cared.
Where's Sean Spears?
Oh my God, Sean.
Yeah.
Come
Oh, he
on,
should have been in
Sean.
the Rumble last night. Bring him back. People love him in the Rumble.
Yeah, that is so good.
All right. Anything else for this week? We get it all?
Oh,
We capture it
and
all?
One last thing. The
One last thing.
The AEW women's tournament, which
Oh, yeah. Japan versus United
seems
States.
like there's a Japan one and a US
Riho's coming back.
bracket.
Riho's going to have a match.
I'm just excited for AEW to get a bunch of great women to wrestle and not sign any of them.
Yeah.
That's
Who
what
is
I'm
the
excited
one
for.
Japanese woman who does like the rope walking and like the her gimmick? I don't even know what it is, but it like she has the big flowing pants and she
Oh
The Freddie Mercury one?
no,
No,
it
not
was
her.
The other one. Shoot, I forget her name. I always
Yuka or
see her
something?
all over Twitter.
Yuka Sakazaki.
Yeah.
bring her back. She's fun.
Yeah.
Hey, I would have
Right.
doubted if she's part of this.
She probably is. All right. No Wally, no top 10. That's it. We're done. We're talking about The Rock in The Chosen One. This is going to be fun.
The Rock.
This is going to be a lot of fun. We'll see how it goes. It's an experiment. So
Why is it? Well, there's no.
I'm going to
wrestling.
show you. If you're sticking around, I'll show you what it is.
I'm not sticking around. So.
I didn't think so. It's all about The Rock. Here, I'll read it. I'll read you the. Hold on. It's The Rock. Is this movie better, the same, or worse with The Rock in it? That's what it is. And I've got some things I've written down. I've got some.
No,
It's the first ever Nation of Conversation book club episode. that
No,
we're
it's
doing
not.
here. Second ever. Wait, what was the first book club we did?
When we did the comic book story of wrestling.
There you go. Second ever.
does
Second
The
ever
Rock
Nation of
take
Conversation
Someone's.
book club.
Does The Rock take someone's spot?
Yeah, yeah. If
In
The Rock replaced an actor in a movie, would it make it better, worse, or the same?
That is not what I did for my list. I thought we were doing something different.
What did you do for your list? Movies you want to see The Rock in?
I thought the idea was he revives like a movie or a series
Yes.
or something like that.
Yes. Yes.
That's what I did for mine.
That is it. That is
Okay.
it. That is the idea. All right. That's it. Peace.